Hey guys, I thought I'd do a little bit of a day in the life video. I will be around FeathersTale for the entirety of this. And right now, last night, our dogs went crazy here and we saw a puppy outside in the dark, and I was sick, but I still hopped over this fence but couldn't find it because it was pitch black. Now, someone's just seen the puppy, so it came back again. So we always presume when they come to us that we're supposed to have them and that God wants them in here, because he will inevitably die out there as a puppy. So hopefully we'll be able to locate this little guy. So I'm just standing here to see where he is, and the dog rescue guys are going around to get them. Then I need to introduce you to my new four-legged security team, Samson and Thor, who you will be seeing a lot of because they are going to be used purely as a security deterrent and a family pet as well. So Fritzy and Aslan can go out and don't have any trouble when they do so. And they will be very large, and they are crossed from Boer Bear, and they were bred, or South African Mastiff, and they were bred to defend the homestead and were known for fighting lions even when they had a number of them, if there were 4 or 5 of them. So hence the name Samson and Thor, because they're going to be quite tough, I presume anyway. They'll probably be soft like the rest of our dogs. But it's just a visual deterrent, so I'll take you to meet them once we find this little guy. Oh, and a lot of you were asking about Shogun, the eagle owl, the spotted eagle owl, who paid me a visit for a week, and we fed Shogun what we could. We caught rats. My dogs, whatever my dogs caught, we took off the dogs and left those for Shogun as well. And it seems to have recovered Shogun's strength enough, and he has gone back to Mother Nature. So Spirit Bird, in that instance, was only here for a week, and I was very blessed. It felt very sacred to have him around. Very sacred, so I was quite happy to just enjoy the time with Spirit. So it actually made me want to do a video about something. Maybe I'll do it now while I'm waiting here. Well, he's out here, but he's running because they made an error. Instead of going around and coming in, so he has to run towards here. They went in and out, so he's run out into the bush. It's like getting a needle in a haystack, but it can be done, and I'm sure he will arrive with us.
Samson and Thor meet their big brothers and sisters.
Their pack. Oh, Samson!
But Samson loves only John, I'm sure about that.
Don't be scared.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh God, Samson is so scared.
Samson, Thor, come on. Come on. Yeah. Boys.
Welcome to the family, Samson.
Come on. You're already knocking me down.
Yeah, one day they'll knock us definitely down.
They will, they need to be good. Oh.
Aslan, what do you think? Samson and Thor, welcome to the family. Oh. Samson.
Don't pull that, that's like a
Big trouble.
Your nails are very sharp, Samson.
When I went inside, yeah, my
Big
legs
trouble.
are scratched.
Big trouble, this dog. Really. Samson.
Actually, which one do you like more?
Samson.
Samson.
Listen,
I like Thor more for sure.
Poor Thor.
No, Thor and me, we love each other. So you're going to be my dog, huh? Friends for Aslan.
In case you're all wondering how our little boy is doing, he's doing wonderfully. So, and so is my beautiful wife as well. And so is my bigger boy, Achille, who's very big now. Aslan, you cheeky little boy.
Now you and I can get together. Let it start a revolution. Change the world to what it should be. And forget all this confusion. We can live together for the sake of love. What are we fighting for?
So the weather has shifted in Tanzania and the punishing heat has begun. And it's unbelievable how hot it gets in Uchira. Very hot, very dry, and completely different to the green paradise it is during rainy season. So, as you saw, the children's home is coming along nicely. And I'm hoping later today I'm going to put a drone up so as you can finally all see FeathersTale from the sky.
And do nothing. Then what about the future? How can we look into their eyes and say we love our children? We can make it better. Feel the love inside. Forget foolish pride. Oh yeah.
What are you making, Mama Aslan?
Energy balls.
Energy balls. What's in your recipe?
This is the nut booster.
Okay.
Almond butter, almonds, flax seeds,
Yes.
chia seeds, walnuts, and coconut oil.
Okay. No
And dates.
and dates. No hemp powder today.
No, these not the other ones. We get some.
Okay. And no.
No.
Erythritol.
The name you can't say.
I might
Nobody
never
can
say
say.
correctly. No moringa?
No, not yet. This will be the nut booster.
Okay.
Let me
Let me have a little tiny. Is that lekker?
We can find a way. If we could just learn to give a little love, you and I can change.
Very quiet in Nora's home. Nora is my grandmother's name, who is no longer with us, and I never met her. I was told that she really loves children, and maybe that's where I get it from. So. Hello, Cheeky. I'm Django. Good afternoon. How are you? Good. Marhaba, mari. Katsu mambo. Uko poa? Eh? Kupendeza leo. Pendeza sana. Mambo. Hey. Yana, unataka? Wow, you're very relaxed. Very relaxed. Kupumzika, eh? Hello. Laura. Mambo. Come on, kaa hapa. Njoo. Twende. Njoo. 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 Twende. Kaa hapa. Unaenda wapi?
Let your love rain, let it rain down on me. For the people, let it rain. Shower me with your love. For the people, let it rain. And let the children say.
Unaenda wapi?
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Hi, I'm roasting. So, best place for me to go is down into the forest in the shade of the trees and have a little muse, I think. It's very quiet at FeathersTale. I'm very happy about that. Our volunteers are at Angel's Gate, so you'll meet those a little later as well, I suspect. And I'm just going to call them now because I'm supposed to take them to the forest at some point. I used to run this daily, and right now today I can't even walk without my heart beating at 150 plus beats per minute. So it gives you an idea how much of a battle my body's having with this babesia and Lyme bacteria, Borrelia as they say. So I'm driving to the forest. It's not the most environmentally friendly mode to do things, but it's times like this I'm very grateful for technology because there's so much of the world I wouldn't see without technology. For instance, I wouldn't be able to go and sit directly in the center of a herd of elephant if I didn't have a car. And I do admire technology and its benefits to us, but I do have great concerns about our current cyborg selves with our smartphones as our external cyborg aspect, and where that will go is quite alarming, I feel, you know. We are all hyper intelligent if we have a smartphone. Doesn't mean we're physically intelligent without it, but it's irrelevant because we're hyper efficient. As long as we've got network and we've got that phone, we can find anything.
Around the world we feel the love that we sing. Hey, around the world we sing.
I've never driven down into the forest before, but based on how I'm feeling, I thought I'd give my body as much help as possible. And I really feel like making a musing. Oh. Would you believe we've parked up right under a troop of baboons? Monkeys, sorry. Happy to be out and about after so long in bed the last weeks. My trusty very difficult mental battle I'm having with my newfound disability. Yeah. These curious guys chomping on figs. Where are you?
Saturday, around the world we feel the love that we say. Hey, around the world we say, come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. Give a little love. You and I could change the world. Give a little love. Make it better if we try. Show a little love. Let your love rain. Let it rain down on me.
It's a sign of what's ahead. The hard time is what's ahead. The rivers have dried up. There will be one last short rain where we'll all get an opportunity to try and grow some small maize to allow us to feed ourselves the rest of the year. Then after that, nothing with horrendous heat. So, punishing, relentless, horrendous heat. So my dear wife bought me this walking cane because I get dizzy with my tachycardia. And until this is over, and I get these little creatures out of my bloodstream, you'll see me with this on the days that I'm dizzy. But it's not just your average cane, so hold on a second. She bought me a cane with a hidden sword inside it. So, which is nice because I still like to get out, but somehow because I'm sick, I must admit I feel a tad more vulnerable than what I did when I was able-bodied. You know, I'm aware that I've got a limited amount of energy to defend myself against wildlife, so I'm happy to carry that with me in some retrospect. Beautiful day in Uchira. Earlier today we were looking for this little creature, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to pay for this because I was just eating my dinner and my dogs attacked her outside and I heard her screaming, so I ran to stop them, but I shouldn't run and I shouldn't sweat, so because of my sickness. But anyway, finally they are back. And I was up last night looking for this little guy for a long time. And then this morning everyone was looking. And now finally, you've rescued yourself. Clever girl. It's always meant to be when they come by themselves that God wanted them to be here. For sure. Karibu. Maggie. Oh, there's a flea on my face.
Yeah, she need a collar.
Oh God.
We'll get one.
I've got fleas. I'm going to get in the shower quickly and wash them off. Fritzy just said that very much so. This little lady looks just like Lala, who just died, who I was heartbroken about dying. So, you know, we humans have a carnal mind, which means it's very hard to guide us. But when you're a dog without a carnal mind, just as donkeys can see angels in the Bible, when humans can't. When you're a dog without a carnal mind, angels can keep whispering at you to come back somewhere. And this little lady came last night, was attacked, I heard it, couldn't stop it, and then she ran off into the bush. For all I went after her with a torch, couldn't find her. And now she's came back again, so goes against her instincts to come back. So I know there's more of God than chance in this, so. Okay.